Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Monday, October 27th. We have all you need to know about the sale of a local inn, as well as more of a generous donation to an iconic Penn State attraction.
We also have the latest information on a shooting at a Pennsylvania college, along with sports, entertainment, weather, and an interview. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Audrey Keller.
And I'm Olivia Sweigart. After an open records dispute between the university and Spotlight PA, Penn State has been court-ordered to release internal Board of Trustees documents. Spotlight PA sued the school to access records about misconduct investigations. The university argued that it was not subject to Pennsylvania's right-to-know law, but a judge cited the school's public funding as reason for the release. Penn State has 30 days to turn over the documents about a private trustees retreat and non-public board committee meeting from 2022.
A Penn State-themed motel and restaurant in Phillipsburg is up for sale. The We Are Inn was listed at nearly $1.6 million. Owner Pat Romano cited health concerns and community struggle as his reason to sell the inn rather than close. He told the Center Daily Times he hopes to sell to a family-oriented group or couple who can keep the Penn State tradition and strong community ties. Romano says he has faced negative treatment from some people in the community seeking to damage the inn's reputation.
Starting today, a Penn State-owned nature center in Petersburg will be closed intermittently to visitors throughout the fall and winter. Shavers Creek Environmental Center is making upgrades that are expected to last until mid-November. The upgrades aim to expand the parking lot and plant a new stormwater drainage basin to protect the trails and wildlife near the environmental center. Staff say the changes will make it easier and safer for families and school groups to visit in the future.
The late Charles Skip Smith left $25 million for different Penn State initiatives. A prominent State College businessman, Smith was instrumental in the creation of numerous projects in the area. In 2007, he donated $10 million for the creation of the Arboretum. He also founded the State College Television Company and became one of the first television retailers in the center region. Smith's $25 million donation is to be allocated to the Arboretum's daily operations and 2026 master plan revision, future philanthropic endowments, and the remainder will be decided in consultation with Smith's family. Reporter Cassandra Hager is live in the studio with more on an event by University Health Services. Cassandra?
Thanks, Audrey. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so to educate students on the disease, UHS is hosting breakfast and breast education events in the hub. This past Wednesday, I had the chance to attend one of the presentations. Let's take a look. Every Wednesday morning for the month of October, University Health Services hosted a breakfast and breast education event to aid students in their understanding of breast cancer. With October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, these informational sessions were especially beneficial in raising students' awareness of the disease.
Now, I've also done a breast cancer presentation before, but personally, breast cancer has affected my life. I lost my mom when I was 10 years old to breast cancer. So it's been a huge part of my life, and I really wanted to educate students. I think it's really important. So I was like, what's nothing better than doing a series in October where we talk about breast cancer and have food.
Students were taught about the different stages and symptoms of breast cancer so they can detect the disease early on.
The UHS Breakfast and Breast Education event is kicking off the Breast Cancer Awareness Month festivities. Featuring delicious breakfast and self-breast examination demonstrations, this event is undoubtedly enhancing students' knowledge on the disease.
Students were even taught how to perform self-examinations to detect breast cancer early on.
My biggest takeaway from the presentation was definitely the self-examination, like how to do that, because I didn't know that you could do that.
This event has clearly benefited students as the interactive presentation and breakfast taught them more about breast cancer and how to look out for their own health. This month's presentations have allowed students to expand their knowledge on breast cancer in an interactive setting. The final presentation is this coming Wednesday, so be sure to stop by the Hub to attend. Back to you, Audrey.
Thanks, Cassandra. Now, what kind of weather can students expect for the rest of this week? Student meteorologist Daniel Weaver is live in the studio with this week's forecast. Daniel?
Thanks, Audrey. Well, first off, before we get to what's happening here in State College, I want to jump down to the tropics and talk about Hurricane Melissa. Here's the visible satellite picture, and as the sun sets, you can see a well-defined eye. That's that center right in the middle of that hole right in the middle there. But since it's nightfall, we can't really see much of the visible satellite. So if we switch over to the infrared satellite and looking at those temperature of those cloud tops, you can better see that eye well-defined right in the center of the storm. And this landmass right here is Jamaica. And I just checked some of the observations there, and it's pretty much raining throughout most of the island. The radar actually got back online, and it's showing rain pretty much throughout the entire island of Jamaica. But if we look out at the latest advisory, we can see that it is still a major Category 5 hurricane at 175 miles an hour, moving very slowly, though. And that's kind of the problem with Jamaica, too, is that the storm's moving slowly, so the rain has more time to fall, with local amounts of over 40 inches possible because of the slow nature of the storm. As you can see that here on that track, it's going to be moving slowly, expected to make landfall on the island around tonight or tomorrow morning, and it's going to impact Cuba again tomorrow as a major hurricane before moving up the east to impacting the Bahamas and then eventually Bermuda. But it's going to stay far away from the East Coast, and that's because of the weather picture that we have in the region. We have this upper level trough that's right here. You can clearly see that on the water vapor picture. This is what we're looking at. It helps us to better see the weather features. Here's our Melissa down here, and this trough is going to push it out to sea. It's going to keep us safe from the impacts of the storm. But here in State College, though, it's going to be pretty chilly tonight with clear skies, which is going to allow for radiational cooling, which means that all that heat is going to be able to escape from the ground. But then the clouds will move back in Wednesday and Thursday, along with some rain, though. But those overnight lows will be a little bit warmer compared to where we were tonight and last night. We could use that rain, though. Drought monitor came out last week, and we saw a little bit of improvement, but not too much over there. We'll see what happens this week with the new drought monitor. 46 degrees in State College, 48 in Erie, 53 degrees in the Steel City right now. A little bit of around average for this time of year, but our overnight low average is around 39. Now, here comes the rain as we go throughout Wednesday night into Thursday from the next system. This is not Melissa. This is just an ordinary area of low pressure that's moving in. We'll bring a pretty rainy day for Thursday, but then the good news is that it's all out by Halloween. So I saw that State College, they're having their trick-or-treating on Friday. So weather looks perfect for Friday. Just might have to deal with a few gusty winds throughout the day for the trick-or-treaters. But overall, though, tonight, like I said, it's going to be cold with a low of 30 degrees, actually almost 10 degrees below average for this time of year, thanks to those clear skies. Tomorrow, we'll stay about where we were with the temperatures, with a high of 55 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and then we'll start to see those clouds roll in on Wednesday as you look at that 7-day forecast whenever it decides to load. There we go. There's that 7-day forecast. You can see those clouds pretty much moving in on Wednesday, pretty much throughout the rest of the week. But those overnight low temperatures are starting to climb up a little bit, and Halloween looks great. So I don't know about you, Audrey, but my favorite candy, Skittles. What about you for Halloween?
My favorite candy right now, I'm obsessed with dots. Oh my God. And getting those on Halloween night, that was the move. Now, thank you. It is now over to Derek with the latest in sports.
Thanks, Audrey. I'm Derek Civalero with your sports update. The men's hockey team moved to a 7-1 record and completed the sweep against the Stonehill Skyhawks over the weekend. Game 1 on Friday saw goals from Matt DeMarsico, Gavin McKenna, his first at Pagula and second on the season, and JJ Webush, who scored the go-ahead goal with 22 seconds remaining in the game to win 3-2. Saturday saw goals from Jared Crespo and another goal from Gavin McKenna and JJ Webush, and Shavan Ohm's first goal of his collegiate career. The hockey team will go on the road to Columbus, Ohio to play the Ohio State Buckeyes on October 30th and 31st. The women's volleyball team defeated the Ohio State Buckeyes on the road yesterday to move to a 13-7 record on the season. After losing the first set 25-22, the Lions went on to win the next 3 sets to win the game 3-1. Kennedy Martin led the team in kills with 26, followed by Caroline Jurevicius with 10 and Emmy Selman with 9. The Lions will go back on the road on October 31st to Ann Arbor, Michigan to play the Michigan Wolverines. Game 3 of the 2025 World Series is about to get underway as the Los Angeles Dodgers host the Toronto Blue Jays. Game 1 started on Friday in Toronto as the Blue Jays erased a 2-run deficit before going on to break the game open and win 11-4, and to take a 1-0 lead in the series. In Game 2 on Saturday, Los Angeles would tie the series as Yoshinobu Yamamoto threw a complete game, forcing the Blue Jays to settle for 1 run as the Dodgers scored 5. Both teams looked to break the tie in Los Angeles in less than 15 minutes. Week 8 of the NFL season saw a lot of action, including blowouts, nail-biters, and even a New York Jets victory. Other notable scores include a 34-10 victory for the Dolphins over the Falcons, a 30-16 victory over the Bears, and a 40-9 win for the Bills over the Panthers. The Eagles split the season with the Giants after a 38-20 victory in Philly. The Colts defeated the Titans 38-14. The Broncos defeated the Cowboys 44-24, and the Packers came back against the Steelers on Sunday Night Football to win 35-25. Week 8 concludes in less than half an hour as the Commanders go to Kansas City on ESPN and ABC. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Jocelyn Bilker has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Jocelyn Bilker with your entertainment update. Doggy's Pub is hosting their second annual Monster Mash this Friday, October 31st, from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Come in your best Halloween costume for a chance to win the pub's costume contest. Multiple winners will be selected throughout the night. There will also be some awesome Monster Energy raffles running all night. You can win a Monster Boombox, BMX bike, and skateboards. The event will also feature monster drinks like the Green Monster, Monster Island, and Monster Colada. My Hero Zero will also be performing at the pub from 9:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Don't miss it. This Saturday, Tyrone Snyder Public Library and Tyrone Race Series are partnering with Camp Anderson for the 5th annual Zombie Trail Fun Run. The event is a run for your life concept where zombies jump out at you along your 2-mile run. Runners are given a flag football belt to wear during the race. There are zombie zones throughout the course where the zombies will attempt to grab a runner's flag. Runners are encouraged to dress in costumes, and zombies are, of course, encouraged to dress as zombies. All proceeds will benefit the Tyrone Snyder Public Library and Camp Anderson. Aside from the highly anticipated Wicked for Good movie release on November 21st, there are quite a few new releases to check out this fall break. Some of the new movies include Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man, the 3rd installment in the popular mystery franchise, set to release on November 26th. Another movie coming out on the 26th is Zootopia 2, the animated sequel to the Disney film. The sequel follows Judy Hopps and her new partner Nick Wilde as they investigate a mysterious reptile that has arrived in Zootopia. Tubi will be releasing a highly anticipated sequel to Sideline, The QB and Me. So grab your popcorn and don't miss out on these exciting releases. A Picasso portrait that was hidden from the public for more than 8 decades sold at auction for approximately $37 million. Painted in July of 1943, the portrait bust of a woman with a flowered hat, Dora Maar, depicts Maar, Picasso's muse and partner for about 7 years, wearing a brightly colored floral hat. The painting highlights the relationship as it came to a painful close. As a part of Picasso's Woman in a Hat series, the painting had not been on the market since its original purchase in 1944, where it remained in mint condition in the family collection. The painting was auctioned off at the Drouot Auction House in Paris. That's all for your entertainment update. After the break, interview anchor Sophia Tavern will be speaking with Alex Fisher, a photo editor for the Daily Collegian. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
And he knew that. How do you say I know. She continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart,
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts
creators
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before. So welcome to the family.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, you're here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kim.
So in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out, reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Sophia Tabernet, and tonight I'm speaking with Alex Fisher, photo editor for the Daily Collegian. Thank you for joining us tonight, Alex.
Of course.
So to start off, can you tell me your year, major, and how you got involved with the Collegian?
Yeah, so I'm a fourth year broadcast journalism major, and I switched my major to journalism last year. So I was, just looking for anything to sort of get involved, and I, Bob Martin sent an email about the Collegian. I just applied. I wasn't expecting much. But then I got involved. I was initially on news staff, and then over the summer I did news and photo, and now I'm a photo editor. Yeah.
So as we mentioned before, you're the photo editor.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about your responsibilities?
Yeah. So me and my co-editor Sammy, we lead staff meetings. We help make sure all of our staffers are trained and have all the knowledge they're supposed to. We organize assignments, coordinate like who's going where, get credentials for people. That's about that.
That's awesome. What's the best project that you've worked on for the Collegian?
I think this semester I've been covering a lot of football, a lot of Penn State football, and that's been a really cool experience because I just to get to be on the field and sort of experience football on the ground. Beyond that, over the summer I wrote some articles about the campus closures. I talked to people kind of all over the state about what their campus sort of means to them and how it'll sort of impact their community when it closed. And so that was a really cool experience to sort of get to hear so many different people from all over the state.
That's really cool. Do you have any upcoming opportunities or projects that you can share with us?
Yeah, I personally, I'm in an acapella group, Blue in the Face. So our end of semester concert is going to be on December 6th at 7 p.m. in Freeman Auditorium. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. My group and I, we're working really hard for that. Yeah, and then for the collegian, it's just gonna be more of the same, covering sports, covering campus events.
That's exciting. So why should students join the collegian?
Yeah, I think it's a really great opportunity to sort of get involved in the community. You learn so much about the Penn State community and State College just through reporting about it. And yeah, especially for journalism students in particular, it's just a really great opportunity to get a bunch of experience before you graduate and get out there.
Definitely. So for students who are interested in joining the collegian, how can they get involved?
Yeah, every semester we have applications for the following semester, and so it'll be on our Instagram or Instagram or through email or whatnot. Just fill out the application. And yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. So do you have any recommendations for students who want to stand out on their applications? Any tips for them?
Yeah, I think the main thing is just sort of like showing you're passionate about what you're signing up to do, because there's very much the understanding of a lot of people are, especially if you're a freshman coming straight out of high school, even if you don't have a lot of experience, what we're really looking for is just passion about journalism and storytelling. So.
Absolutely. Well, Alex, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us more about your experience with the Daily Collegian.
Thanks for having me.
Now stay tuned, because after the break, Liv and Audrey will have the latest news from across the nation.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, Mike and Q.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
And he knew that. How do you say? I know. She continues to hold her values and everything though, and I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before, so welcome to the family.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
That the natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
Been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State,
Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
A worker is in critical condition after falling 50 feet from the main scoreboard at the Steelers Stadium in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh public safety officials say emergency crews responded to Acrisure Stadium around 10 p.m. on Saturday night. They were able to stabilize the man and load him into a Stokes basket before lowering him to an ambulance. The unidentified man is being treated at Allegheny General Hospital for serious injuries sustained to his lower body. The incident occurred as crews were setting up for First Responders Night at Sunday's Steelers game. Gunfire erupted during outdoor festivities as students and alumni at Lincoln University, PA, celebrated homecoming on Saturday night. 25-year-old Juwan Jeffers was shot in the head and died just after midnight. While their individual conditions were not released, 6 others ranging from 20 to 25 years old were wounded, but all are expected to survive. Investigators believe that there was more than one shooter, but this was not designed to be a mass casualty event. One person is in custody for carrying a concealed firearm without a license, but authorities still need to determine that if that weapon was used in the shooting.
2 workers were killed last Friday when a construction crane near Boston Harbor toppled from a barge on the Mystic River. 1 worker died at the scene and the other was pronounced dead at the hospital. The identities of the victims have not yet been released. The 2 young men were working for a private company to help dismantle the one-time fuel terminal for Everett Landco's plans to redevelop the former marine terminal. The plans include 7.2 million square feet of industrial structures, manufacturing buildings, offices, and retail along the Mystic River, which will feed into the nearby Boston Harbor. But all work on the barge where the crane was operating has been paused.
The Pentagon confirmed they have accepted an anonymous $130 million donation under its General Gift Acceptance Authority. According to Sean Purnell, chief spokesman for the Pentagon, quote, "The donation was made on the condition that it be used to offset the cost of service members' salaries and benefits," end quote. While this is an unusually large gift, the donation barely helps the $6.5 billion payroll that the Trump administration told Congress it used to cover service member paychecks. The donation comes while Congress is still at a stalemate over the government shutdown, with some calling into question the legality of the donation. Now, over to Kylie Smith with the latest in international news.
Paris. These arrests came a week after the heist that stunned the world. A police official told no to police, and one was arrested at Charles de Gaulle Airport as he attempted to board a plane bound for Algeria. The investigation is still ongoing. The suspects can be held in police custody without charge for up to 96 hours. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kylie. That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.